Alright, Shalom. Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Much peace and blessings to all you sincere Akim out there that's pushing this 100% truth with all sincerity, faith, and with charity. This is your brother Ash from the Great Millstone, Miami Camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying unto the elect. This is going to be a quick lesson, okay? I don't have much time, but I just wanted to speak on something that's on my mind, something I speak of from time to time, but it's going to come up more and more in these days because it's more relevant, okay? And that is basically now is the time for us to fortify our minds. Now is the time, the perfect time to fortify our minds. Okay. One thing that, as a matter of fact, as Yahweh Shai said in Matthew the 24th chapter, okay, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. So in order to obtain salvation, which is what we're all in this thing for, or what we should all be in this thing for, can only be obtained through endurance. And when you look up the word endure, it means what? To be made hard. And the scriptures tell us in many scriptures, but namely in the book of Sirach, the 2nd chapter, that gold is tried in the fire and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So that is what this thing of ours is all about. Enduring hardships and becoming harder. Okay, 2 Timothy's, I believe that's the 2nd chapter, says what? Endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Okay? So that, when you understand all these things, the scriptures also say in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, my son, when thou comest to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for adversity. Or prepare thy soul for temptation. You have to understand that when you come in this thing of ours, you have to count the cost. You understand that you're going to be tried. You're going to be put in certain situations that's not going to be easy. And you have to accept that and take it cheerfully, as the scriptures tell us to do. Because it's not going to stop. And it's the only way. This is the straight gate. It's called the straight gate for a reason. And the straight gate is the only way. So we have to embrace it. We have to embrace going through the straight gate as the only way. Okay? So again, knowing what we're a part of, knowing what times we're in, knowing what's going to be required of us to obtain our goals, we must fortify our minds through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, this is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8. And I'm going to get to the point, verse 7. It says, and if a man love righteousness, her labors are virtues. And this is speaking of wisdom. Okay? The pure influence of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, which is through his son, Yahweh Shai. Okay? The spirit, the unction, the ointment, okay, that comes upon you, that you're anointed with, if you're a true believer of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that's going to give you everything that you need in order to be a profitable member of this ministry. Okay? For she teacheth temperance, which is self-control, and prudence, right? Which is the ability to see things, see negative consequences before they arise and avoid them, okay? Justice and fortitude, which are such things as men can have nothing more profitable in their life. So fortitude is one of the most profitable things that a man can have in his life, right? Because these are the things that's going to lead to a kingdom, lead to salvation, right? So let's get the definition of the word fortitude. Okay, this is the Merriam-Webster, and it says strength of mind that enables a person to encounter danger or bear pain or adversity with courage. Okay? So strength of mind. You see, the two, it says strength, but it says obsolete, right? Because you can have physical strength, which the scriptures tell you that the mighty man shall cry bitterly in the hour of Jacob's trouble, the time that's fastly approaching, when all hell is broken loose on the streets, martial law troops, going up and down, patrolling, cutting off streets, cutting people off, cutting, people down. Okay? No food in the stores. Pandemonium shall be released. Right? But with fortitude, you're going to have a strong mind that's able, right? It says that enables a person to encounter danger or bear pain or adversity with courage, meaning you can't get around it. Okay? You're not able to get around the pain or the adversity, but you're able to bear it with courage, which that's half the battle right there. Understanding that the Lord is with you, knowing the Lord is with you, and moving with courage, moving with faith, you already won half the battle. No matter how bad it looks, you're halfway done with it. Okay, because everything starts with a mindset. Victory starts in the mind. Failure also starts in the mind. Okay, so it's all about it starts and ends with mindset. Every fight, every battle. Okay, it says, did you know fortitude comes from the Latin word fortis, meaning strong, and in English it has always been used primarily to describe strength of mind. You see that? Jump down, it says even the familiar phrase intestinal fortitude is just a humorous way to refer to someone's courage or mental stamina, not the literal strength of their digestive system. Okay? So that's again, this is what it's all about. Having a strong mind. And this is something that you have to pray for, because this is something that you can't will on your own. It has to be God-given. As it says in 2 Timothy, the 1st chapter, for the Lord hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So the Lord has to give you that powerful and sound mind, but it's something that you have to pray for now. It's something you have to cultivate now. It's something that you have to physically work out now by practicing it on your day-to-day, because the Lord gives us different challenges on our day-to-day to build us up. Okay, the reason why David had the faith or the courage to fight Goliath is because he had already took down a lion, he already took down a bear. Okay. and that was in secret. Nobody knew about that. So right now, you brothers are Lord is having you, or putting you up against your lions and your bears. So when you are faced against Goliath, right, you won't be afraid. And if you have some type of fear, you push that off, and you move with fortitude and courage, despite the pain, despite the adversity. Okay? So that's pretty much it. That's really all I wanted to say, Lord willing. It was edifying. With that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Until the next one, Shalom.